Light it up, light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up, light it
And there we go. Okay. It looks like everything's working. Probably. Let's see here. Just waiting for my version of the stream to catch up. There we go. Okay. It looks like everything. Okay. Yeah, double check this sound a little bit, but that's the future me's problem. It looks like everything. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, double check this sound a little bit, but that's the future me's problem. There we go. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for showing up. We're going to be playing some Timberborn. We're going to be starting a new game. The best I can describe this game is it is a little civilization type game, but with beavers, basically. It's like, but with it's more of a peaceful game. Except I haven't played this newest update, so we'll see what happens. we'll just start and you guys will just see how it looks. The only thing I've done is just make sure the game works, and I chose a little starting range I like the look of. I believe it was this one. But I'll be playing on normal because hard is just ridiculous. So we'll go with normal. Oh, yeah. Also, we get to name them. I only grabbed a couple names so far, so we'll just go with that and see what happens. We'll probably have to refresh the names every so often because these guys die from old age. Let's see here. We'll call this settlement. Let's see here. New World. Yep, we'll just pause the time real quick. Let me grab the names of our first colonists. Actually, let me do this in order of random people that popped in so far. You will now be called Kale the Cunning. Let's see, this one will be called Top Bottom Text. And this one over here is gonna be Snail. There you go. You are all now in game. See here. Can't remember if there's a way of pinning or not. Nope. Well, the text down here will tell us if you guys ever die from either starvation, dehydration, or old age. So, yeah. So this is how you start. We have our little home center district. This is new mechanic. This is called bad water. It's like nuclear waste. It's part of this new update, which I have not worked with. Hey, let's see. Oh, that's who I forgot to add in. Let's see here. Let me do that real quick. We're just starting and naming some of the future residents. Let's see here. We'll go with this one is now Mills Coolin. There we go. We have Mills Coolin, Kale the Cunning, Snail, and Top Bottom Text. Okay. So. Yep. So this is our little home, our water supply, which will try to kill us eventually. There's bad water on the sides. Have no idea how that plays in. We have our food, our cheap pine trees. We have some birch and some oak, but we're not the chance of us getting that oak anytime soon is unlikely. We'll just start the time. Actually, no. Let's build some pathways real quick. We'll just do this. I have played this game before, but not with this update, so anything that happens is new. There we go. We will make over here. We'll put down some it might be. We'll keep an eye on it, and if you guys still sound it being a bit off, I'll adjust it. I don't have it too loud. I might need to turn it up some in game, and that may fix the problem. It does show it being a little bit low on the OBS. We'll take it up to 80. See if that helps it any. It seems to be a bit close to where it should be, so we'll go with that. My voice is getting a little bit higher than it probably should be, but hey, we'll start here and then adjust things as we go along. Alright. And it could have been many things. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember everything. It's been so long. Oh yeah, I do have the advanced version of this game's 2 parties. Usually you start with the, I can't remember what they're called. But these are the iron teeth. Basically, instead of, like, growing them normally, you grow them in, like, a breeding pod. So, alright, I was doing lumber. We select the trees to be cut down, which is all of them. There we go. Go to storage. We go with, say, large stockpile. Yep, let's see here. We also need water. We'll put the water pump. That looks fine. And we're going to put ourselves a dam. Where do I want to put the dam? Probably right there would be the wisest. There we go. Oh, the hole's there. And we get ourselves... Actually, I don't even think we have the technology at the moment to store water, but I'll know in just a moment, as soon as I find it amongst my tabs that I haven't used in forever. Oh no, there it is. Do it like that. Try and remember all the buttons. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep my eye on the chat as much as I can, but you never know. I'll probably forget it at one time. Let's see here, we'll put some berry collection. I don't think I have to schedule that for an area. And we start time. Now we have all of our ones going around working. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. Snail is one of the workers in our little town center here. And we'll slowly start seeing where people go. They'll eventually start coming over here and constructing stuff as they start getting wood. Actually, I might... Oh, look at that. Kale the Cunning is now on as a lumberjack. I'll probably speed up and slow down time as necessary. Right now, this thing is going to be very calm at the beginning, so the first season or two, it's going to be calm and relaxing, and then it's all ramp up in, I'm going to describe it as stressfulness. Because basically, this game has a drought system. So, during the one cycle, it'll be so many days before a drought hits you. And then that drought lasts so many days. You have to make sure you have enough water to keep everyone alive and food to keep everyone alive during that drought. And they've also made it more difficult with things like the bad water, which is new. Which I can't tell if it's going away or if it's staying at the same height. Because that's a new mechanic. Let's see here. Does look fine, but you never know. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm taking a look now for the settings, just in case something broke. And because it's been a while, my settings have been tampered with a lot since then. Let's see here. Let me just try stopping this real quick and starting it. So I'll... Okay. Now I should be back up. Let me make sure. Now I should be back up. Let me make sure. Let's see here. See about that. Is that any better? Now I should be back up. Let me make sure. See here. See about that. Is that any better? Now I should be back. I do notice that sound you mentioned earlier. Wonder. See. Let's see. It could be just something. I did adjust my settings to go with YouTube's recommendations at one time, but I haven't streamed since I adjusted them. Let's see here. You look at them real quick. Could easily just be a minor problem. Actually, I just realized I had stuff downloading in the background. That could be what's causing the problem. Does it sound any better now after I paused most of the downloads? Because I didn't realize I had like 20 things downloading. Most of the downloads? Because I didn't realize I had like 20 things downloading. Well, I made it so I don't overclip too often, so getting closer would is about my best thing I could say. 20 things downloading. Well, I made it so I don't overclip too often, so getting closer would is about my best thing I could say. 20 things downloading. Well, I made it so I don't overclip too often, so getting closer would is about my best thing I could say. 20 things downloading. Yeah, nothing like troubleshooting while starting the stream. Overclip too often, so getting closer would is about my best thing I could say. 20 things downloading. Yeah, nothing like troubleshooting while starting the stream. Overclip too often, so getting closer would is about my best thing I could say. 20 things downloading. Yeah, nothing like troubleshooting while starting the stream. Overclip too often. Let's see here. There shouldn't be no clipping, but you never know. There could always be that mistake. Actually, you know what? Let me double check my audio controller, make sure it's not doing anything weird. That mistake. I just realized that thing you were hearing is me folding back my audio. So, let me double check. I have a lot of stuff open and looking at chat as I'm doing it. So, no, wait. Up there's my problem. Do I sound any better? Actually, it might take a moment. Come on now. Let's see here. Actually, it might take a moment. But come on now. Well, we'll just assume it might be working better. I already had to turn off OBS, turn it back on, type of thing. So I'll just keep an eye on chat for a moment and see if everything works. Well, we'll definitely think about it. I was thinking about when we do the upgrade to some of our other streamers' computers when we decide to get them upgraded. Let's see here. We'll just keep going like this, and I'll just keep an eye on chat to see if the problem persists. Okay. Alright, well, we'll just go with that. I might need to... Maybe I'm flipping a little bit. Let's see. Like for us, the game can run as we troubleshoot this. I set that up in the settings. Maybe we do that and see if that fixes the problem. I may have been just splitting up my connection between too many things. Well, I shouldn't. All I did is disconnect from Discord, see if that helps any. Because I was also sending my voice there, and I've heard there's some problems with that. So. It should be the right path. Nothing's, like, changed, but you never know. Yeah? Let's see here. You can go back and check this. Might hear a little bit of feedback just for a moment. It should be the right path. Nothing's, like, changed, but you never know. Okay. That, I just checked it myself, and yeah, seems to have fixed it. It was Discord causing the problem. Let's see here. Let's speed up time just a smidge. Then I'll wait all day. Yeah. I'll definitely double-check that problem another day. But for now, it's good enough. Probably just need, instead of... I think my Discord is using the same thing as voice mod. So what I need to do is tell it not to use voice mod, but the controller, I'm using to control all of my audio instead. So it doesn't just double copy the input. Oh, I forgot I need to set that to something. I want it to be... No, not planks. We want lumber. Or wood. Logs, okay. We have a wood tab for logs, lumber, like planks, gears, and other miscellaneous stuff. But yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, shout out to Snail the Cunning. Let's see here. It was what? Snail. Top bottom text. Mills Coolin. And yeah, whoever's using the Gastropod Entertainment, which is probably Snail. And Frank, thank you for all showing up. Yeah, it was kind of short notice. We finally got the nuclear reactors working again, so we had plenty of spare power for me to start doing some stuff again. Did that get built? No, it's not built yet. Then why is it? Why does it give me the option for that? Can't get the materials. It's logs. Oh, it's bringing the logs down here. Never mind. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I saw you guys have something scheduled on the this channel, but it had like a weird date of like a couple days ago. So. Yeah. Well, we called this what was it? New World, I believe I decided to call it. So we didn't call it Philtopia or anything. We didn't quite have enough people in chat for me to put up like a poll to see what we can name this place. We'll name like one of the districts, because we can name the districts different names. This is like District 1. So when we spread to District 2, or actually, you know what? I could type in, as in copy and paste it like a lazy person. We'll call this District Philtopia. Well, this doesn't quite have capitalism, but we're going to be taking over the land. All this land is mostly mine for the taking. I'm going to say ours just because you guys are watching along. I'll just quickly show off the barren wasteland. We have ourselves our pool of toxic waste, fresh water, remnants of human civilization, some dead trees, some more water, fresh water, being mixed in with some contaminated wastewater, and our little humble abode here, which probably would be wise to start a farmhouse. Let's see here, where do I want to put it? I'll put the farmhouse there. We'll get ourselves a little pathway to it. Oh, right, and you get some science going. Let's see here, what crops? We want something that could be just eaten off the ground, practically. I really wish they would tell you more about them. Oh, well, this is an early access game, and this is their newest update. So, yeah, I only expect so much, because I am somewhat reasonable. Yeah, all the bad water stuff is all new, everything. You haven't finished the water yet? We need to start storing that. We're already on day 3. And I think it's 7 days before the first drought hits, and we need more than just one sad water tank. Yeah, we have Snail working as our workers. We have Hail the Cunning working in the lumber jack. We actually probably need more than one. Or two. Let's get a third one in just to get ourselves going. Because we don't have enough logs for some unknown reason. I don't remember it being this difficult. Well, we definitely don't make an attempt at it. We already have one of the two dams set up, so we're gonna soon start saving that precious water that we need. And I'll use this whole thing up to a certain height, which is somewhere around here, to store the water. So it's just a small dammed-in area. Then down here, when we eventually build ourselves some stairs, we'll go in and put a dam here. Probably build this out with some water mills to start powering things. Maybe a big one over here if we can get away with it. But those are future plans. I'm using a DisplayPort. And I actually don't have the most advanced monitor if you can think about it. Because I prioritize over the hardware for the main computer over the monitor. I use a 1440p monitor. That's about 72, at most it's like 75 hertz. I'm running at 60 most of the time. And I have my second monitor, which is 1080p. And from there, good enough. Because I spent most of my money on like Stream Decks, hardware. We have the Radeon. I'm trying to remember what Radeon I have. It's slipped my mind all of a sudden. Looking behind me because that's where I usually put the boxes, but it looks like I misplaced it. I believe it's a Radeon 7000 XTX. I can't remember the exact one. We're using the main processor, a Radeon. Actually, I do have that box right behind me. It is a Radeon 7 7900X. That's a 12-core, 24-thread, 5.6 gigahertz, 4.7 gigahertz processor. And don't ask how many terabytes I have of storage, because this streaming machine has quite a lot. I stopped counting after I ran out of spots to plug in hard drives. And SSDs, and all the above. You know what, I have not actually built houses for any of these, poor suffering beavers on the ground. Okay, we need to prioritize that. Yeah. Yeah, I've been looking into a new monitor, but my problem is yeah. The one I want, I prefer to have clean blacks on my screen. Or I should say, uniform black on my screen, and so you don't have that weirdness with the zoning and all that. So I was looking at an OLED, but the problem is they're expensive little monsters, and considering we have not made any profit yet, I'm not willing to put too much funding into a new monitor until our base in the Arctic is finished up a bit more. Alright, they haven't even built their research yet. I know, I'm mostly just rambling along as we were waiting for things. Oh, they finally finished the dam. Look at that. Now, right now, it's the boring beginning times. We're getting to do things as we wait because they're taking forever. Let's see here. We'll get some of this sheep food. We'll go, I say, that. That. I believe the rest require processing. you can easily find out. Yeah, that's what it looks like. The rest require processing. Well, yeah, we'll be able to start making shrooms in the future. But it requires us to, like, unlock and have metal. Gears and planks. And metal is from, like, these ruins or one of these underground ruins, which the closest ruins I believe we have is this. Which is a bit far away. Yeah, maybe we'll be able to build over here and build ourselves a little aqueduct from here to there and fill that up to about 6 tall because most of our pumps are about 6 high. So we'll go with that. Maybe one over here if we ever get a chance, but that's a lot of building up. Because you have to build up to 6 high. We only have to build, what, 3 out of the 4 sides? But we might be able to use that for industry. You know, I keep forgetting to actually build them houses. They're just laying out on the ground. Also, let's see here. Oh, Mills Coolin is running the log. Or if you want to be inappropriate, he's pumping the log. But we'll ignore that for now. So Top Bomb Texas out in the fields gathering berries. See here, we already mentioned where Snail was and where Kale is. This one, because I just noticed some more people in the chat. Let's name him Frank. There we go. We have now Frank inside the inventor's hut. And if you're wondering, everyone's homeless at the moment. Let's see here. Do I want to wait until we have 180 signs? You know, I think I feel like making sure everyone is out. Yeah, well, that's definitely an interesting poll that I'm pretty sure Snail just threw up. Let's see here. Well, if you're wondering, the can of corn is the most likely for us to make because I believe that is a thing for us we can make outside of coffee. Yeah, look at that. There's a thing of corn right there, the very top one. See? Right here. 1 corn, 1 log, and you get yourself some corn rations. So that is the most realistic one. I don't think we can make a Plimbus, and I don't think there's snails in the game yet. Outside of the person called Snail. Or I should say the random, I can't even remember what these are called. Beavers. Outside the random beaver with the name Snail. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with chat, but I'm not 100% sure if mine's broken or just no one's talking at the moment. But, for now, we've achieved ourselves day 6. We have ourselves some basic water, storage. We'll definitely need more. See here, where's our science? 40. So we're not too far from getting people from these being homeless. Let's see here. I know the medium tank is very tempting, but we can't even make it because it requires planks and gears. So we're stuck with the small one. So we'll just go. Oh, you know what? Alright, I am back. Hey, I forgot, you have to mark every single thing for what you want to have in it. A bit tedious, but it is convenient. We're up to 68. Science. Now we need to start thinking about getting our industry going. Oh, I forgot you can do that. Now you can flip the sides. You can actually get the building where you want it. Now that, I forgot they added that in. Let's see here. We want power. Compact water wheel. I think we can shove them right here. There we go. Get ourselves that going. How's our tree problem progressing? We're running out of trees. Well, concerning running out of trees, I have to spend it unlocking a forester. So I'm guessing my plan for cheap row housing is not going to be done for now. So we'll go with alternative cheap housing. And we'll go with that. And we'll deal with that problem later. Let's see here. What type of trees do I want? Probably pine would be the best. Mangrove would be convenient. Oh yeah, it's definitely made to be relaxing. We'll go with that. Now, I'd say to choose a relatively somewhat calm game. We'll keep going until either everyone's dead or we call it a night. Whoever comes first. Let's see, we'll prioritize that. We will go and... Am I even collecting enough water? I don't even think we're collecting enough water. Which is definitely not something... Oh, does this have the... Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, that is excellent. That makes it a lot more convenient to get density up. And I remember when you couldn't do that. As you probably noticed, there's a line here. And the more it changes color, the further from the distance, from the center you can go, which means when it turns red, you're pretty much at the limit of how far you can go from the center. Then you had to build yourself like another district and all that, and set up all that. It's a bit tedious. The first ones were nearly impractical to use. The newer ones, they've improved. I wonder how they improved them in this update. Let's see here. And I'll probably say that a lot because I'm thinking. But there is a lot of tedious stuff at the beginning. And it just kind of builds up quickly. I'd say that should be good. Why is everyone just... Oh, time got slowed down. Also, I just remembered something. We need to start drawing us some new volunteers. Let's say we'll put a couple there, but we will call us 2 of them. And we'll make a path. And then we'll put the row houses here. I believe they are either 1 by 2 or 3 by 2. No, 1 by 2 or 3 by 1. I can't 100% remember. I just realized we're back up to 65, or 66 tech points. Yep, eventually we'll have ourselves some robots doing our work. Yep, there will not be robot, beavers, but still. We don't have the funding to do that yet. But eventually we will be there. Oh yeah, everyone's sleeping on the ground again. Yeah? Considering there should have only been 3, you definitely fallen behind quite a bit. So, unless something weird happened, you never know. Discord, I've never had per se any problems with Discord, but not everyone is the same as me. Yeah, that could always be the possibility. Yeah, we don't have any scheduled temporal manipulation projects at the moment in the facility, but you never know. The future ones could have tampered with it in the past. Why is that not working? The weirdness of water. And the weirdness of water in this game sometimes. The other 2 should work, though. There we go. We'll have ourselves extra water going. We'll have no more lazy beaver. Don't know why they're not building it, though. Are they trying to sleep? You know, I just realized I don't have the... We want 20 hours of work at the moment. We're on day 10. It's just a matter of time before we get the warning. But at least we got a couple of harvests. Now I just realized I forgot to make storage for such harvests. How do I want to do the storage, though? Actually, no, that does fit well there. I could do that. Oh, there's the drought warning. We have 3 days before we're slapped in the face. Was that drought? Actually, let me double check that. Okay, it's a drought. Yeah, I was just thinking, oh, it could be worse. It could be pollution. But no, they wouldn't do that. They're not that evil of a developer. far as I know. Why has no one finished building the water pump? I always feel like the AI in this game sometimes just does whatever it feels like. And there we go. Now, we have someone actually doing what they're supposed to. There we go, yes. Collect the water using log-based pumps. Yeah, there is a YouTuber that I've seen before that plays this game. Mentions some inappropriate ways of using this, but we'll ignore that. But look at that, we finally have our water wheel working. One of them. The other one will probably start working after the water disappears and then comes back. Weirdness with the water mechanics in this game are a bit strange, because it is simulating the water relatively realistically. Let's see. More waiting. But hey, they only get a relaxing 20 hours of work a day are required. They at least get, what, 4 hours? Well, I wouldn't put it that way. They're more or less, they're operating a mechanism that extracts the water using probably vacuum-related displacement. Because it's definitely not any other method I think of. So it's probably a variant of vacuum-based, where it pulls the water up in one direction, and then you cause the water to stop. And basically, you're pulling up like that. That's probably how it's working. Because it doesn't look like it's a screw, and it's definitely not a water mill. They use those for power for some reason. Well, I have no earthly idea, but we'll say sure. Yeah. The thing I'm worried about, though, is we may not have enough water to survive the drought. I just have this bad, nagging feeling we don't have enough water. And I don't know why. Oh, everyone's already unhappy too. Look at it. They're complaining about shelter. Those whiners. No, I don't think it actually means anything. Because they're, oh, someone hurt their teeth. Let's see here. Well-being. Teeth grindstone. Where should I shove it? Let's shove it right there. There we go. They can do their cheap medical health problems there. Yeah, eventually might cut back their work hours. Right now they get 20-hour work days. But we have 1.1 days until a drought hits us and screws over everything we've been planning. We're running out of trees, which pisses me off even more. We do have a bunch in storage, which is not too much, but I don't know why no one's working. Or at least working the way I hoped they would. Just whining about being unhappy. It won't even be... Oh, there it is. The other watermill's working occasionally. Probably because we only have, like, Snail and Vanja. Vinjai? However it's pronounced. Doing all the work for the whole group. And the rest are just doing, like, Hale and other pronounceable ones are doing some lumbering. We have Frank and someone else doing some of the research. What happened to... Oh, there's Mills cooling. Don't know what happened to top bottom text. We misplaced him. No, I went to... Oh wait, he's doing... Oh, there we go. Top bottom text is doing the berries. I forgot. Actually pause that and park that. We need to start storing our cheap food. Oh yeah. I forgot they have ages. I mean, I forgot. I just now remembered. After I just started thinking about it and saw the text. Yeah. All of the beavers in this game can actually die from old age. So if you actually mistreat them, like not give them houses and all that, it actually shortens their lifespan. Yep, there's the drought. Now we have no more water. We haven't even started production of our logs yet. Or planks, I should say. We will pause that. And how am I going to do this? I need to get power to here. But I don't know how I'm going to do it. I kind of just threw this together to get started quickly. Probably should have put a little bit more effort in, but hey. And we don't have the technology to really build stairs yet. Yeah, that requires planks for some unknown reason. Now we kind of just hope they start finishing up stuff. Oh, they finally finished one of the barracks. Now they're not complaining as much. Oh, we finally started getting our breeding pods working. There we go. Healthcare. You get granted at least occasionally you go over to the grindstone and fix your teeth. How much wood do we have left? 26 logs. Okay, we already have all the logs there. We have 40 there. We have to save the logs. This is going to be definitely a long 2.1 days worth of drought. I forgot it takes us it gives us baby steps at the beginning, and then it starts ramping up. So, yep. No good selected. Probably. Yeah, kebab. I think I can pronounce that. Did I just make something that isn't edible? Or am I just losing my mind? No, but it's not edible. Well, that explains that. Really wish they would explain what some of this stuff did, but... Look at, we hit a goal of 3 for our well-being. So, this is pretty much useless crop by food standards. Yeah, they could have easily just made it so there's like a little tooltip there that says, oh, what's it good for? Let's see here. We could start working on corn, but I don't think we could process corn until later. Like in the food press, that requires 120 horsepower for us to operate it, which we're kind of poor on horsepower. I don't know why they call it horsepower. I don't think there's technically horses in this world left, but that's beside the point. There is the fermenter. Oh. What is the fermenter used? It is Cavis. So, what does fermenting do? Oh, it's just slightly better food output. Now that isn't too bad. We'll do that. It does only use logs. No, it does require horsepower. Never mind. And we have no way of powering it at the moment. If I could figure out how to shove it in here in a way that makes sense, then I might be able to do it. Maybe in the future, remove that one water tank there, put a thing that goes across, build a little overhang, and then we could put all the stuff here, and then we could somehow pull the power from here to run everything for now. Well, taking your time. Someone's still asleep? Or no, wait, or is it one person doesn't have a sleeping spot? Oh no, one person's still homeless. Who's still homeless? Oh, unpronounced person's name is still homeless. We don't care about that person. Or Beaver. I just realized we already have a death from old age. On day 15. And where are they? Give me old? Yeah, well, the beavers just do whatever they feel like, to a point. They just give them some pathfinding, and then I just give them some orders. Like the trees. We're almost out of trees. Did I even set those trees to be harvested? No, somehow they never got selected. Well, we can't have that. We need those trees. Oh yeah, now someone else has showed up. Let me kind of mush their name into here. Let's see here. We'll look at the list. This one. There we go. Let's see here. I'm not going to try to pronounce how to word that, but there you are. You are now a beaver. You're specifically a farmer. Look at you. You were just sitting there waiting. There we go. The drought has ended. And for some reason, that one's hungry, even though I think we have plenty of food. Actually, no, we don't have plenty of food. Never mind. I'm just looking at the wrong thing. We definitely will fix the crops here real quick, because we can't just have all one useless crop. Why won't let me do that? Is it being difficult? There we go, we'll just remove that useless plant. I'm afraid you're not going to be doing any of that in this civilization. These beavers don't breed like normal. We kind of just grow them in vats. As you can see over here. Look at them. You can kind of phase in a little bit. There you go. Hey, I just realized we're actually starting to make headway now. We're actually starting to get planks. We actually have ourselves the forester that I wanted earlier. Now we just need one less person in there. And make them work here. There we go. Get ourselves some trees growing back. At least thanks for showing up so far. I'm at least paying attention to chat occasionally. We'll remember you from the beaver, which is actually happy at the moment. Who knew feeding him properly and giving him shelter would make him so happy? Was it pine? Yeah, it was pine. Now, oak would be convenient, but it takes 30 days for it to grow it. It's like, we don't have that kind of time at the moment. Yeah, be careful now what you say. I have a stick of RAM here. I'm not afraid to use it. And specifically a stick of GDR 6000. Let's see here. CL 30 40 40 96. 32 gig stick. Yeah, well, I'm still working on getting at least some stuff planned. The event is still being planned, but getting Snail to read my Discord messages seems to be a task. As I said one earlier, as I was working my way back to the facility, told him to start reading the instructions I left him and see how it works out, just in case I missed anything. But yeah. We'll eventually be doing that event, though. That Minecraft, all the mods, volcano block. It's technically an event. It's more like just our first attempt at a multi-stream would technically be what it's called. Well, if you're going to do camping, I recommend a hot tent. You get yourself a little portable heat stove to go with you. Get yourself a little cheap hot tent off of Alibaba or something like that. A cheap furnace from Alibaba. And call it a day. Get yourself some wood, throw it in there. Get yourself a nice toasty tent. I wouldn't recommend propane, but wood's cheap. But also you can get some cheap propane ones too, so either way, I just wouldn't trust a Alibaba propane heater. Maybe a diesel one, but that's a technicality. Yeah, but fires are sometimes inefficient if you don't build the fireplace right. If you have to dig some holes underneath so the fire can breathe, so you don't get that smoke everywhere. It's tedious building a proper fire. Yeah, don't throw any propane tanks in the fire. There's still a chance there's some liquid propane still in them, let alone some gasified propane, and as it heats up, it'll expand, possibly rupturing the tank, which igniting it, which will either cause it to go flying around like a rocket, or explode with shrapnel like like a shrapnel grenade. Either way, it's kind of dangerous, and I would not recommend it. Especially the sad lawyer we have tied up in the dungeon at the moment. He wouldn't recommend it either. We don't have the funding to deal with any legal problems. Especially in the U.S. We just barely have them bribed as it is. And well, that's for another time. Another place. Especially after I get the Barrett M60? M16? I can't 100% remember what model it is, but it's a 50 cal rifle. You don't go into the woods camping without at least a large caliber rifle. You never know what type of creature may leak out there. I should say, lurk out there. Yay. And I have the belief that if I shoot it, it don't be dead in the first shot. So, we're gonna walk out there with either a 50 cal equivalent or a 4-bore. Or probably a 12 gauge or a 4 gauge shotgun with some armor piercing rounds in it. That probably would be good. Dragon Breath isn't safe to use in the forest. Regardless of how convenient it may be to light the fire, okay, it would not be very convenient to use in the forest with all the wood trees. You might as well use a Molotov out there to light your fire. Yeah. It's definitely an idea. Yeah, but back powder cannons, they're just unreliable. I should say not unreliable, but they're just heavy. Most of them are made out of cast iron. And they're just inconvenient to walk around with. Steel, at least, is a bit lighter than cast iron. There is some hammered iron, but that's still like the same equivalent. Half of them are, some of those cannons are at least an inch thick walls, so they don't just explode depending on the caliber and gunpowder you're putting into it. You have to worry about measuring the gunpowder so the thing just doesn't explode. You're better off just bootlegging together some pipes into a pipe rifle. And it's still just as safe. There's the tediousness of measuring out the black powder, then you have to pour it in there, then you have to then ram the, I can't remember what it is called, the sleeving, then you have to then ram down the ball, and then you have to then put the fuse and then light it. And there's still, depending on the condition of the black powder, because if you didn't keep it dry enough, you'll either get a dry fire or it just go not do anything and sit there for a minute. You go walk up to it and you get shot by a delayed ignition. It's a pain in the ass, and I don't recommend it. Might be able to get away with a handgun, maybe a rifle, but not a cannon. In this age, you're better off just getting yourself a rocket launcher from China. If you can even get it shipped into the U.S. Unless you're in, like, Canada, then it's a bit more tricky. Personally, I would go with something like the Barrett 50 cal, but that's just my opinion. Realistically, it's probably something like the MP5. If you're thinking about, like, Rust, the game, that probably would be something I prefer. But there's always the M16. There's always the 2011? I heard isn't too bad. No, there is custom 1911s that are pretty good, too. There's also the 700 Nitro Express. Now, that also kicks. Yeah, I don't personally recognize that gun's ID right off the top of my head. Yeah, but the 22 long rifle is not a proper bullet, especially MP5. You can easily just buy a cheap barrel for like a 9mm off of eBay and kind of 3D print yourself the rifle at home. Well, you kind of can just woodwork one if you really are desperate. And I think the 40mm grenade launcher is a bit heavy, don't you think, Kale? Let's see, how's our... We're starting to get some logs, but not enough to build another barracks yet. Probably enough to get ourselves a couple of these. Food supply is still horribly underdone. Ah, MP40. Don't recognize it right offhand still for some reason. I thought you were referring to one of the 40mm grenade launchers. I can't remember if those are the ones strapped onto the M16 or equivalent. Or not. There's so many different ones with different acronyms, it's ridiculous. Now, there's always the AK, let's see, 47, I believe it is. There's also the AK-12. Now, the AK-50. Now, that one is an interesting one. Now, that one's being developed by a YouTuber on another YouTuber. Yeah, well, it's one of those things is, I actually am the kind of person that, you walk up about a mile away from the enemy camp and then everyone's dead and then you walk up saying, I thought this would be easier. Because stuff like, Far Cry 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe we're on 6 now. I pretty much just carry around a sniper rifle, and if I can't kill him with a sniper rifle, it's usually some variant of rifle that has a silencer on it. About time when I am actually close enough where I have to worry about it, I have an auto pistol in most of them. And there's also the RPG-7 that I do carry around too. Those are very convenient. Even though I don't know how we got onto this topic. When we're playing a very relaxing, non-violent game, we'd start discussing weapons of mass destruction. It almost makes me feel like I should have started a Factorio stream instead. But that's probably next time's problem. Let's see here. Actually, let me start doing stuff because time's been passing. They haven't been eating. We're making much food, so we're almost starved to death if I'm not careful. We're on day 8. But we're starting to get stuff. Oh, we actually have some actual amount of, we need a levee. We don't need housing quite yet, but we do need platform, stairs. Let me see here. Housing. We do. No, we have to wait a little bit. Oh, yeah. We have some planks. We start planning out us a way down. Probably this. This. There we go. That's at least a way down. It's not too bad. It could be better. Now we have this place. And we also have some more wood down here. No, I actually just realized most of the food is just sitting here because we don't actually have a storage place for it. And we don't have enough people working yet, so I'm still waiting for some of them to grow. We have 2. We have a couple more. I finally got all the growing pods ready. All the trees are planted. Actually, let me expand the tree area. Let's see here. Pine is definitely the best option overall for now. Actually, no. Let me plant some oak. That's the workbench. I believe I can get some oak there. Even though it takes like 30 days, at least it will give us some more wood in the long run. Well, you've seen some of the characters I played in Tekkit that I've actually put effort into customizing. You can take a guess from there. But that's at least my opinion. But both, I would say both are equally good. It all depends. You don't want them too big, then they become inconvenient. I just realized the stairs are done. Let's see. We'll do that. Get ourselves a little woodworker. I should say log cutter. Murder all the trees in the area. It is tempting just to pop this and then put a water collection and use this as a basic water storage device, but we don't have any dynamite yet. We're still technologically poor. Oh, I forgot I had one of those. We could build a high power shaft over the water here, attach it like here somewhere. Figure out how. Move this over, put that over. Yeah, that would work. We're not quite ready for an engine yet. But I will get this. That fixes some of our problems. A gravity battery would also be convenient too. Then we could store the spare power from the water wheels, which seem to be working properly now after the drought. I'm not really a Burger King person, per se. I barely go there as it is. And plus, we don't have one down here in the Arctic. So there's limitations. Well, surprisingly, the last time I went to a Burger King, I got mozzarella sticks just to see if they were good or not. And they were disappointing. So. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm trying to read chat, try to talk about it, and play the game at the same time. Luckily, this is a very calm game, so I have plenty of time to do multitasking. Within reason. I guess I plan how I'm going to get extra horsepower. It is an idea, but it's like, do we really need to? It looks like it has to have block fire. unwieldy. And that would work there, maybe? Oh, no. It doesn't look... It would work there, probably. You build a little levee on the one side of it. That is tempting. One thing we could do is levee this. Platform across. Let's see here. Compact wheels would fit in this area. So probably something like this across and do it a couple times. That would work out. Up here. Put some stairs, I don't know, right there. I would have to see after the stairs are built how far the blue goes. But if it goes into the water, then we could put some mangrove down there. Whereas mangrove requires... Okay. We'll worry about that a little later. We're starting to get some more food in. Yeah. I'm not gonna respond to the last one. It's a bit strange. I should say, by my personal thing, it's unusual, but I'm not really into a lot of things anyway. Hey, I'm more of a tech person, so that is my opinion. And I'm not worried about what other people's opinions are. It's not really something I'm worried about. How is that tree still standing? They managed to make it not get cut? No, they just haven't got to it yet. Hale's being lazy. Look at him. You know, I actually need to eventually build the next place for people to sleep. We'll remove this one because now we have access to row houses. We're now increasing density. No more of that wasted, non-vertical space. See here, how do I want to do this? That would work, and that'll still allow me to get stairs going up. Yeah, let's go with that, see how it goes. I don't think we have enough logs. Yeah, we're running out of logs. We'll drop the priority on most of those. Let's see here. Let someone work down here. We'll do that. Well, how are we getting low on water again? Let's turn that back on. We'll get Kale down there. Because he's just sitting up there sitting. So we can't have him just lounging around. That's not productive. There we go. Got all that fixed. It's weird how they do the calculations on where they send all of the little beaver citizens. There we go. Oh yeah, they little animated little particle effects as they gnaw down the tree. I will personally use the chainsaw, but that's just my opinion. Oh yeah, we have someone collecting the wood. Or at least, we'll actually pause that for now, because I think we have plenty of planks at the moment. Maybe not as many as I'm hoping, but we at least have some planks. So here, also we need to put some more dams here. Actually, maybe. We probably would get a bit more if we actually put a floodgate. That probably would be the better. No comment on the last comment, because I have no earthly idea. I'm not a people person most of the time. I mostly live off of whatever rations we get shipped down to the Arctic here, or the occasional fast food restaurant. Or whatever we can either 3D print or pull out of, reassemble using a energy to matter converter. This path down some. Hey, we're starting to make headway on getting ourselves started. It's the tedious of waiting for the trees to regrow. That's where most of the time is wasted. And we're slowly losing beavers. Oh, Mills Coolin died of old age. I didn't realize that. Also, I forgot to save some names randomly so I can just kind of re-add them in later. There we go. And we'll wait a little bit, then we'll re-add the Mills Coolin back into the circulation of names. I can't believe he died from old age at 2-6. Let's see, who else do we have left? Let's see here, we have Alpha still there, Kale, Snail, Top Bottom Text, and Frank. Actually, this would be a good time to add in. As soon as I pull his name again. As soon as I click the right button, there we go. This one will be now called Mills Coolin. It is age of 1. Homeless. For now. I don't know why I chose one that's homeless. I could have easily chose one of the two that actually have a home, but that's beside the point. We also could have chose the very sad person, but that's for another time. And why is he sad anyway? He's just sleeping out in the yard. They could easily build a house. No, wait, we don't have enough wood for houses. Never mind. I love the speed at which they've been building the bridge. They built it on the opposite side over. So they're kind of just walking over to the edge here, chucking the stuff down and hoping it falls in the right place. Well, technically yes, because technically the graphics card I have is the Radeon 79 XTX. I'm now starting to remember the name. So yeah, I personally am not using any NVIDIA cards in any of my main systems. And actually, I just forgot that the other backup machine has a 1080 sitting in it, and the one behind me that's currently not on, which is the extra backup, does have a 1660 Ti. But the main machine has the 79 XTX from AMD. Which is the Radeon card, not the CPU. You can easily get those two confused because I technically have both in this machine. So they're both 79s. It's just one's an XTX and the other one's just called an X. Yeah. Yeah, it gets out of hand quickly. The naming of these companies are terrible, but also I've learned from self-experience that most technicians can't name anything at all. Okay? And the people that are paid to make names don't know how to make names either. It's just normal people that know how to make names. That's the one flaw about things. Look at the trees are finally starting to grow in. It took forever. We've been living off of birch trees. They're pretty much useless. I'm not 100% sure why the flow rate's like that again. You can see the middle one is turning a lot faster than the two outer ones. It's a bit confusing. But hopefully when the one down here gets built, we'll have a couple of these in a row connected together and then transported over via a drought's coming in 3 days. Oh yeah, high-powered shaft over to another high-powered shaft would then get turned into power shafts. Don't know why they have it written like that. It's a bit strange. Because why don't they call them... darn, I can't remember. It just popped down my mind. Oh well. It's future me's problem to remember that naming. Until our tree problem is fixed, we're kind of... still kind of behind. Until we deal with the lack of residents. Oh! Top Bomb Text just died from old age. 2/14. That was yesterday. Probably laying somewhere in the yard here. Well, let me take a look at the pile of people. I declare this homeless one Top Bottom Text. He has now been reborn as a child Top Bomb Text of the homeless. It is this one. Yep, we chose your successor. This randomly named one. Actually, you know, I probably should have done this earlier, but we'll do it now. It's Top Bomb Text. The second. Actually, I'm trying to remember how they do it. There we go. Top Bomb the second. And I probably should do it for Mills Coolin too, so people don't get confused. Which I forgot to copy his name into the sheet. So I have it for when I'm ready. There we go. Mills Coolin the second. So we can keep track of them. As they die, we'll just keep adding eyes until eventually we'll go down the what was it, the Roman numerals tree because we're lazy. And numbers start getting out of hand. And remember, to keep an eye down there in case I miss it. You never know. There's always that small chance I'll just not notice it. Yeah. I wish there was a way for us to make graves or something, but I don't think there is. if we were rich, we could get one of these statue monuments, but we can't have that. We can't name buildings. However, when I start actually bother using the district system, then we'll go from there. Because we'll probably set up a district over here for mining all the ruins. Yeah. No, I think Frank is the only one that's still technically alive normally. Yeah, Frank's still around.
Oh my
He's only
God.
36. I don't know when the other ones died. Or what age. I don't think it tells me. Yeah. Well, there's only so much we can do. Alright, I need to extend the road, so... There we go. We're slowly getting at least more and more wood. Oh, I just realized our next, our first row house has been built. There's no more homeless people. I can't believe it. No more homeless. Yep. Then in the future, we'll have another row house and it'll just get out of hand. So is that water fresh or dirty? No, it's mixed. We can't have mixed water. We can't drink mixed water with nuclear waste. It's inefficient. We don't have any medicine for it yet, so we can't just force them to keep drinking it. Now I'm curious, will these actually turn? It doesn't say. I'm starting to notice the trees are growing. So I'm thinking about moving Kale back up into the top section. Let me cut down this tree first. And we will pause that one. And reopen this one. Here we go. Cut down trees that give us more logs per unit. We're starting to get some more science back up. Yeah, Frank's been busy doing whatever an inventor does inside that building. It just, from the outside, just the little top thing starts whirling around, but outside of that, we don't know what happens inside the inventor's building. I'll let chat imagine things. At least I have an idea what's going on in there, but I'll let you guys seem to have a different idea what things happen. Let's see here. We should be getting plenty of horsepower now. Trick is, I'm not sure we have enough water to warrant a hydroponic garden yet. But we might have enough horsepower to warrant a food factory. Then we can start growing corn. That might be worth doing. What does it need? Oh, it needs stuff we don't have access to. Okay. Fermenter. Fermenter probably is our best bet at the moment. There could be better options, but let's plan this out. Oh yeah, he probably will. Oh, there's the drought. I wasn't paying attention. Alina, we have a second house. Yeah, let's see here. Now, actually, by random coincidence, Mills, Cool in the second, and Top Bomb the second are actually quite happy. They actually are happy and healthy, which is surprising. So yes, he probably will grow up strong. Alright, actually, how is Alpha doing? Well, he's alive, and he's at least happy, by at least my standards. We'll eventually give him coffee. Now, I think about, let me see here, what do we need to make coffee? Well, we need all the advanced materials. We need metal. We need, I can't remember what that is. Treated planks and gears. Man, they don't want to make it easy for you to grow your coffee and use it. Eventually, we will have coffee. But for now, we're poor. It requires even 500 points. We don't have 500 points. There's a lot of things to think about. Do I improve the well-being of everyone? It is tempting. It is quite cheap. Let's see here. Where does this go? Does it get chucked off the side? It does. Where can I chuck it off the side efficiently? That doesn't look too bad. There we go. They'll now have themselves a shower. We have now improved in our ways of laziness. Yep, let's see here. How do I want to plan this out? We're still having all sorts of inefficiencies just because we don't have enough resources to go around as efficiently as I want. But we're starting to make headway. We have plenty of places to shove whatever we're able to clone out of the vats. We're starting to have relatively proficient amount of food. Could be better. I know, I just realized I forgot to finish planting the last of the food. There we go. I don't know if corn can be eaten or not without processing. It should. By realistic standards, you should be able to just do it. But that doesn't mean anything. By game design standards, how far until that tree's ready to be removed? Let's see here. I know, it's mostly, the game is, like I said, slow at the beginning. But it is, like I said, a very, if you're trying to be relaxing after a strange day's worth of work, this is the kind of game you would play. Yeah, this section will probably turn into a giant, I'm going to describe it as a manufacturing district. Because I'll probably build another pathway down this way to shorten the distance as best I can. But for now, we're kind of stuck at the moment because we need more wood, but we don't have enough wood. See, see here. Let me just unlock the gear house because we'll be needing it soon. We'll eventually need to make ourselves a trapper's shack and plant some trees for the trapper shack. But until then, we're kind of where we are still. Oh wait, we finally had some people grow up. Who grew up? Oh, yeah, we have Top Bomb the Second and Mills Cooling the Second has finally entered the workforce. We can now turn on the lumber mill. With nothing to power it. Okay, we will... As soon as I find storage, there it is. Install 2 storage things there. We will prioritize them. And then we will... supply. Actually, we'll empty. Probably need to be careful in how much water we extract. As we're not careful, we'll run out here and all this will dry out. Because you notice how everything out here is dried out and there's like dead trees? Well, everything when it's green has living trees and all that. Where there's water, things will grow. Unless it's contaminated water, which is new. Oh, I just realized, Kale the Cunning has died from old age. Let's see here, Kale the Cunning. Who do we call? This one. You're now Kale the Cunning the Second. Almost all the first generation has been died from old age. As I speak of it, Snail just died from old age. Let's see here. I say this one. Snail the Second. So who of the first generation is left? Frank and let's see here. Alpha are the only ones left of the first generation. They're now the elders by technicality. You have to tell it. Water. There we go. All the water's gone. Well, you will now delete that. You will now do some majiggling of mechanical power. There you go. That's how you transfer power across a path without having to build a weird step over. Not as convenient as it technically could be, but it works. Then we go into our food, and we set up the fermenter. How do I want to set up the fermenter, though? It's a weirdly shaped building. Could go like this. We go like this. Actually, this probably is the best option. Oh, the drought has ended finally. And we'll put a T here. No, not a T, an X. And we'll put a T here, just in case, and we'll call that good. Then there's power to this building. There's an option to take it off this way, or through the building, depending on, I can't remember if you can or not. But there's also an X here, which allows us to pump power from down here whenever we start setting this up. See here, is this starting to flow? I believe it is. Might be a waste, but I want a stream gauge. Where do I want to put it? I'm going to shove it like in the corner here, so we can keep it on the height of the water. Accurately. That's the important part. It has to be accurate. Now we just wait. When the water starts flowing again, take a moment. That starts spinning. We have ourselves the ability to craft planks again. There's our wood storage. Still pretty empty. Oh, we actually have ourselves another row house. Soon we'll be able to retire the old barracks. Yeah. The thing I'm worried about is what happens on the 4th cycle. Is that clean water? I can't tell. Oh, there's the water kind of overlapping for some reason. We need to keep an eye on this. Okay, so it is being contaminated here. Fresh water coming in and contaminated water coming in from these two sources here. 3 sources. 4. And they're also flowing down this way. So... oh yeah, it's definitely very relaxing music. So I'm just pondering. So theoretically, because this water's flowing down this way and this way, we could theoretically, we can get down here, we can cut it off here. And then this water will then become clean going down this way. But then it'll get contaminated here, but by that point, at least the section we want will be clean. Just the trick is how we don't get down there. Oh, they finally started finishing up the bridge. Took them long enough. Food's still a bit iffy, but we're starting to make headway. We're getting the fermenter going. Even though I probably should have had that the other way. I think I already started working on it. I don't know. It is tempting to tell them to cancel it and flip it. Then I can put the other one right behind. Actually, let me do that. And we do keep the planks down because of one of the last update they did. Oh, they finally built one of the power drives. They haven't built this yet. Let me kind of up their priority on it so someone will actually do it. Make another spot there. Here we go. Top bomb text fixed the shower. I'm not 100% sure how that's being powered. It's just kind of pulling the water from here and then kind of checking out here. But if they're able to magically just chuck out water like that, why do they need to have these set up like this, where they have to be pumped? They can magically pull water upward. I'm probably just overthinking it, but that's just frustrating to me that they're able to just to do that and they're not able to do it the other times. Gears. Those require gears. What type of silliness is this? Means I have to install a gear house? Probably over here. How do I want to do it? Yeah, that works. We'll go with that for now. We'll go with power. Compact. We'll build 1, 3. We'll go with that for now. Next one's go down a bit further. I'm not sure if they're going to be on the building or not. A lot of these buildings have pass-through power, so if you plug in any of the flat sides, you can get power through. I'm going to check that. Yeah. Yeah, you can see the gear. You notice this one doesn't have a gear when I look at any of the sides. But when you come down to this one, you'll see it. So yeah. I'm starting to remember. We're still short. Yeah, I have no earthly idea. I haven't been paying that much attention to chat, so what you're saying is somewhat confusing to me, but that's beside the point. I probably missed something somewhere. But yeah, listen to wherever the mill's cool and insane, I guess. At least it somewhat makes sense, even though I've been disconnected somewhere from wherever was mentioned. You know, it's probably about time I actually install another storage for food, especially berries. You know, the most used material for a lot of the stuff we do. We'll go with a medium warehouse. We'll install it there. And we make it berries. Yeah, but I haven't heard back from Snail, so I don't know if he's done any of the testing I requested or not. I know he has a bad habit of getting very distracted, or he could be doing something important. You never know. So I'm just mentioning it in case he's listening. There we go. Now that what you're saying makes more sense. I was actually planning to stop the stream around 9 anyway, so that works out good for both of us. Everyone that's here will go somewhere else to relax, and I'll be stopping the stream around then, so everyone works out. So we have a lot to achieve by 9. We have less than an hour. So let's get ourselves going. Look at that, Snail the Second's finally grown up. As I occasionally look down at the tiny box that tells me everything that's happening within the civilization that I kind of ignore most of the time. Oh, we actually have 2 people wanting work. Finally. They may be woodcutters. There we go. Snail the Second is now a woodcutter. Looks like they're not able to get all the way back here like they're supposed to be. I wonder if that's just a weird pathing issue. Because they used to be able to get all the way out here. Probably a pathing issue. Probably easily fixed and I just haven't done it yet. Actually, there's an easy way to test. We go to logging, we get this, and yep. We'll put that there, and we kill this one here. We prioritize doing this one here. And there we go. Now they can reach all the way back here again. Yep, well, things. Yep, it's mostly just a relaxing one. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I keep forgetting to set up a poll, so I just figured might as well just do it today. Because no one responded to the Discord when I asked if everyone was playing the stream, so I just figured we'll go for it. Actually, let me speed up time a bit more so we get a few more things done. As we're on the 3rd cycle, day 6. We're starting to get spare beavers going. Sure. Maybe. No comment. Oh, get distracted by this fancy wording I just noticed on one of the breeding pods. Kits are our future. We need 12 more by next month. By El Cazoto. However that's pronounced. That is interesting. I just noticed there's a little flavor text and everything. Yeah, inspired by the legendary of El Cazeto, beaver inventors are always eager to improve their timber tech. Yeah, Frank's still in there. He is now 48. And most of the first generation is, like, dead. I think there's only, like, 2 left. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, this is finally finished being crafted, but it's useless at the moment. We do want to ferment that, though. I believe that allows it to be edible. We'll pause that for a moment because we don't have gears to run it. But hey, we're not that far from getting our gear workshop going. Just 5 more planks, and we'll have ourselves a gear shop. Not 100% sure why the water is acting like it is, but that happens. Yeah, those 2 are working. This one is barely operational, but at least it occasionally gives some horsepower. But there we go. We now have ourselves the gears. Now we just need a plank to go in there. Get ourselves some gears. I think it's 1 gear each. Yep. So we just need 2 gears. And we'll have ourselves a fermenter going. And we'll have some more food for the masses. Or at least the 20 beavers that we have that are actually useful. Let's see here. I personally don't actually use that much dry rub for any of my meat. I'm trying to think if I actually have used any. As most of the stuff I like using is like Tabasco. Or habanero. Or ghost pepper. Or white cheddar. Maybe at least some, probably garlic parmesan. Would probably be the best description, I would say. Would be something I would use. But there we go. Yeah, these finished. That starts working. We're actually getting things done. Look at that. Our happiness level of everyone's going up to 7. Oh yeah, we have a new person. World Alone has popped in. Let me rip his name off of YouTube and we'll kind of just chuck into the game. Even though you won't have the title of the second for a while. Oh no, Frank just died from old age. Let's see here. This one. You are now World Alone. Oh wait, World Online. Actually, we just capitalize some stuff so at least I can see it better. There we go. There you go. You're now in the game. Let's see here, cake. I haven't actually had cake in a while, but I don't mind it. Let's see here. Before I get distracted too much, we have now Frank the Second. Who's left of the first generation? Alpha is the last of the first generation left. Oh yeah, or at least trying to. Now, if you're wondering, I'll probably lean more toward chocolate or a variant of vanilla. Or actually, my favorite cake ended up being a mixture of the two. So, now you know. That's about as best of answer you're going to get out of me. Also, I'm now realizing we're going to start starving as soon if I'm not careful. But we do have ourselves some fermented foods. We have ourselves some other random foods and berries. So, we're good at the moment. We have ourselves our 4 breeding pods still working along. We'll eventually get some genetic manipulation going and get ourselves some advanced breeding pods. But we're kind of outside of that for now. That requires like 1,000 research, and we only have like 403. And requires extract, which we don't have. I don't even know how we even get extract. Oh, there's a drought approaching. In 3 days. I will say no to that question. Well, considering there's technically only one, the other one is kind of cybernetic, but still, that's a technicality. Okay? And assuming you even survive any of the chemicals that may have leached onto my hands over the years. I should say centuries of science I have worked on. And technology. And I'm just trying to remember any of them, but I don't name things. Technically, back where I'm from, they actually banned me from naming any publicly used technology. I'm only allowed to name prototypes. Let's see here. What were we doing? Alright, we were waiting on the resources to get caught up. Yeah, we have a log shortage. And we still have a at least one more cycle before we have oaks, which will fix our wood problem for the time being. But until then, we're kind of just in this losing battle. We try planting some corn, see how that turns out. Also, we need to negotiate with that tree with violence. Not too far away from the district. We'll have some... We'll pat there. Let's see here. We go back to planting corn. It actually does get down there. Or at least we're starting to make headway. Oh, actually, we have 3 people that just grew up. Oh, nope. Alpha has now died from old age. We have lost the last of our first generation. Let's see here. We will choose this one to be the second. Oh yeah. Oh, the drought started. Look at it, it's now up to 4 days for a drought. Gone from like 2 days to 4 days now. And we're not really as prepared as I would want us to be. And we don't have power to run anything no more. This is the reason why I decided to add some extra mechanical devices here. Is theoretically, we could set up a manual power wheel over here to run things. You can also do that down here too, but that requires an extra couple steps, which we do kind of have the resources to do, but I would rather not. And we kind of turn down the time. Now the people have a normal 16-hour day. I know, I'm generous. They have extra 2 hours off. Let's see here. How do I want to lay this out? Right now, we're kind of running into lack of tree problems. And it just takes so long for trees to grow, so you have to kind of plan ahead. But we'll open up this one, and that will at least give us access to these trees for someone to cut down. Well, I haven't seen a Little Caesars in a long time. Hey, personally, the wise thing is I would have the pizza, and then I would just cut half of it in half. I would say cut it in half, and store the other half for later. Or technically, you would cut it into 4 pieces. I would keep 4. One of them would be stored away for later, and the other one would be disassembled at the mechanical level to be put into the fabricator, so we could just keep fabricating the pizzas cheaply for free. I should say cheaply because technically you have the power to matter converter. Yeah, that is definitely a very interesting nugget idea. Actually, I didn't see the airport, but we ignore some of that, and we call it a good idea. It's called creativity. By taking someone else's idea, changing it up some, and then remaking it as your own. Also, how much water do we have? This is the reason why I built this, so we can actually look at it. Let's see here. We have a whole 0.69 depth left. No, wait, that's the greatest. No, we're down to 26. Interesting. Let's see here. We're at least keeping a good amount. We'll just have enough water to survive until the next, when the drought's over, but we're definitely pushing it. The second we get to somewhere around 1, the evaporation of the water will hit a point where we'll just not have enough water, and then we won't be able to grow our food, our berries, and everything. So we're gonna have to start down here, make our way from here over to here, and build ourselves another dam, and then set up so we can pull water from here or here. Probably here would be the wisest. Would prefer to have explosives, but we're too poor for that. And they made it where you have to have the waste to make it now, which I don't want to deal with yet. Up, the 4th cycle begins. And I have no comments for what you have said. They will unlock the double platform. They will do this. They will do this. We're starting to push it, but then we'll go to landscaping. We'll go with a floodgate because we keep a little bit more water than the traditional Damn, actually, we only have a 2 input, but we have a 3 output. We'll do that, we'll do that, but instead, what we will do is build a platform across, and we'll only tie 2 of them together and make one of them maximum. That'll increase the water over here. I don't recognize what a glizzy is, but my answer would be probably no. I think I'm at least 1. Yeah, it looks like I'm just responding about 1 chat behind. That's at least not too bad. It could be worse. I'm not sure I know how to get water over there. Let's see here. Let's see, check this. Don't see no more deaths. I mean, people are at least living healthier. Oh yeah, everyone has at least a plus 20 on their lifespan. That's not bad. Oh yeah, we're starting to get our water supply here up to snuff. Trying to ponder how I'm gonna get the contaminants. Probably here. Well, to answer your question, it most likely will be the clone. And then probably snail. Followed by Frank and then Kale. Depending. But that's assuming we don't have anything. Yeah, because you're not giving us any assumptions like we don't have anything. Yeah. Well, if you're wondering, Kale is the thinnest, so he has the least amount of meat on him. So he would be the most logical to leave the last. But yeah. But technically, if we were stuck in that situation like that, and you did not give us any limitations, we would actually have enough food to last a couple of years because of this equipment I carry on me at all times. So I just went off the assumption that we had nothing. So, take that as you will. Because I always carry a portable energy to matter converter. Technically, I also carry a matter to energy converter, but it all depends on the direction you have them. Technically, it's the same device. The way it is allows you to convert useless things like dirt into food, technically. Very convenient. Or anything. You could chuck almost anything into it. Within reason. But now you know. Because remember, after about 3 days of lack of food, you start losing a lot of weight. Now, was it 3 days or... Oh, wait, I'm thinking about water. But you still have to take in that consideration. Okay? But 2 weeks isn't technically too long. So, theoretically, you could get away with other things. And... yeah, because not all glaciers are kind of empty. Especially some of the ones out in the Arctic, there's still penguins and other creatures. So theoretically, you can get food that way. So, yeah. Problem is, not all environments are devoid of anything. There's always something somewhere. Just the equivalent of what it is may not be always the best thing. So, yeah. So you've now seen the flaw with such a simple question, is there's also ways around the question. Yep. So I gave the answer to both options that could be possible with your question. So, yep. Let's see here. What? I got distracted. No, actually, we were kind of waiting and distracted at the same time. I'm now noticing my water supply for all the beavers is going down, even though it's only day 7. We're now up to trying to see where the number is. They keep moving in every version. Okay, we're around 28 beavers. I don't count the miniature ones. They're useless at the moment. What are you referring to? As I'm trying to figure it out. It's like 2 words came to mind as I looked at it. I'm not sure it's just because of the time of day it is, the amount of stuff I've done today, or me just going blind. But for a moment there, I think it says wig or wing, and I'm not 100% sure which way to look at it. So I'll wait for the next comment to see if I'm just going crazed or not. Translators are not always the most accurate device in the world. Worlds, I should say. As I'm thinking about that, let's get ourselves another thing to deal with water. Considering we have now water down here. How deep is it now? You know, just until it's about the right height. Ooh. Ooh. Well, that's at least one way to get water where I want it. Not the best way to do it, but it is a way of doing it. If I do that, will that fix it? Or is it just too far? Yep, too far. We will... I just saw the newest. Let's see here, the newest chat. Well, we don't speak about that. They just handed me a bag of money and called it a day. So we don't speak about that at the moment. Okay, so it's not one of those. Actually, I think it's now time for us to get the next size of water tank. Look at it. Now, how am I going to put this in here? How do I want to put this? Technically, I should put it near here. Probably. Say right there. And we'll make it water. Eventually we'll have coffee. I keep mentioning this, but I haven't got around to it. Oh, nope. Corn is useless until we are processing it. That's good to know. Let's see here. What do I need to process corn? I need metal. This is close to the middle. Let's see here. This game is actually based in an apocalyptic world where humanity destroyed themselves. And beavers somewhere along the line evolved and replaced us. So technically, no, we're in the land of beavers. Somewhere in the world. That's very dry. So I say probably probably California. Just enough water to keep everyone alive, but dry and sad. And a lot of waste in the water. So probably California. Now, do I have enough distance? I would probably be pushing it. We'll try though. And look at that. Kale has now confirmed that he has the least edible meat. Here, we need to murder that dead tree. Yeah, you do have a point there. Well, you've seen the lore movies and the memes and the new ad. I'm gonna describe it as a be back ad. So, yeah, just take that as you will. It all depends on what type of pasta you're referring to. There's a reason why there's so many different shapes of pasta. Because there is the standard angel hair, they call it, which is a thin, fine pasta, which is good for, I think, what was it, sauces? Not, sauce, various sauce meats and all that. We have a drought coming in 3 days. And they also have the flat pastas, which are very good for, stuff like, I'm trying to remember what it's called. That's what happens when you know too many things. You can't remember all of them at once. So, but you get what I mean. Well, I'm mostly in the Arctic base, so they're mostly up in the States, so I don't see them too often. Let's see here. Next one is, let's see here. That's on the next to transfer all the, You know what? I keep forgetting. I need to keep an eye on the city tab. Make sure no one's killed off on us while I wasn't looking. I think everyone's still alive, so... Yeah, we have Alpha, Frank, Kale, Mills Coolin, Snail, and Top Bottom Text. That sounds about right. Oh, and World Alone. Oh, wait, I just realized we have a new person in the chat. That I, for some reason, can't pronounce at the moment, but... I think it's pronounced Dakaway? Yay. Oh, round of applause to Dakaway. Dakaway. However it's pronounced. I'm not high, I'm just been a long day. Okay? You're now declared to be this one. There you go. You're now of two of the only ones that aren't in their second generation. Yeah, so it's you and World Alone that aren't second generation beavers. Yeah. I'm still trying my best to keep an eye on chat, but also I can only do so much reading and actually playing the game at the same time. Okay, so we're in the red, but we're able to get here. So we need is metal. We need to unlock. No, we this one. Let's see here. Then we need a smelter. Yeah, let's see here. I'm just slowly going through it until I can understand what people are saying. It's oh yeah, give it up for take away. Yeah. Okay, that's basically what I said a moment ago. It's just I fell behind. Oh yeah, we're now in a drought. It's now 4 days still, but we're still good. We're not in a risky predicament yet. Let's see here. How am I gonna do this? I'm gonna. How do I want to do this? Because this is the best time to fool around with water, is when there's no water. We have water down here, we have water up here, and we have a lack of water in the reservoir. Look at it, it's empty. We need to build water down here. We filled this up by accident, but that's beside the point. Let's see here. We need power. We're going to build 1, 2, 3. We're going to put this across. We're going to do this. We're going to go back in the back here with this. Actually, I probably should go with a T. We'll go with that. Then we could put the upper one. We'll pause that until they build these two. We'll prioritize this before that. Then these will be built. We will have water here. This one will be turned off because we have pretty much no trees to deal with at all. And like I said, I'm trying my best, but my mind seems to be slow and going. Well, right now we're trying to achieve a certain level of technology before 9 o'clock, when I'm not cold a night and Mill's cooling kind of takes over. So, whoever comes first. So right now we are trying to achieve, I can't remember what my goal was. It's been a while. I believe it was coffee. I was hoping to get the coffee, which requires coffee beans, that, and wood, but requires power. We're not too far behind. Nice people unhappy. Oh, we're almost out of water. No wonder. How's the water supply doing? We're down to 28. I don't like how that's going. Hey, and everyone's hungry, and I don't know why. Oh, we're almost out of food. Oh, I just realized our population's been booming while I haven't been paying attention. Let's pause a couple of those breeders. Don't know if anyone died from old age yet. We need to... And let's see. We'll get some more corn. We have a bunch of corn, but no way of using it. There's a corn machine. Actually, no, we're not that far from being able to use corn. We just need these two finished, which we can't do because we have no power. Everyone's hungry because we have no power. They're still berry collecting. Let's see here. What can we do? What can we do? We have this whole area here we could use for planting, which is very tempting. How much water? 16. We're going to have to pause water collection up here. We're going to have to start building out some plants now. Oh, where the drought's over. That was uncomfortably close to our water supply. People are starting to starve. Don't worry, though. Horrible things might be happening, but that's beside the point. We don't worry about the horrible things that are happening. We're worried about the not horrible things that are happening. Like, chat and whatever I may not be paying attention to. Oh, well, we're not to that point yet, but technically we will eventually get to something like that. So don't worry. Let's see, how do I want to put this? I want to put it just out of the way, but I want to try to get as much tree as I can. That looks about right. We go... food. No crops. Eggplant. I don't know if it needs processing though. That's where they get you, is they don't tell you if it needs processing or not before you can eat it. I see it there, but that requires an extra ingredient. But we don't even have the advancedness to make that yet because we need metal. And we are 2 stairs away from getting metal. And then we need to power, which I'm going to take a little bit of the place I was about to use for food, to install a smelter. And we'll use the rest of this for food for now. Which has to be probably this eat off the plant food. Then we will probably do this. I found out we can ferment the kava or kravasa. Oh, there's a bunch. Let's see here. Oh, Kale died. Kale the Cunning the Second died from hunger. Well, we'll pause this and I'll read up real quick after I plant some of the things we need. Here we go. This one. Let's prioritize planting. Yep. Okay. Let me read the list. Let's see here. Top on text. Died from hunger. We have new volunteer. Actually, no. We'll just go through the list and we'll deal with it in a minute. Top bomb text died from hunger. Kale the Cunning died from hunger. Okay, so right now, they're the only ones that died from hunger. Okay. That's acceptable losses. So I probably need to increase the work hours so we don't starve to death. Yeah, he should have. Actually, is snail still even alive? I haven't been paying attention. Oh, there he is. He's only horribly, nearly dead. But that's beside the point. Well, World Alone just died of hunger. Alpha has died from hunger. And someone managed to die from old age. Well. Interesting. Yep, this is what happens when you don't pay attention and you get to this part of the game. But hey, we're starting to get food. Look at them. As soon as he gets in there, they run in and eat it. And the water. Well, the water's starting to make headway. We're starting to get water again. It's only the 4th day and horrible things are actually the 5th cycle of the 4th day. And then I think there is a couple left. There's Frank, Mills Coolin, Snail, somehow survived. So not quite everyone. Wait, didn't I put Deckaway in here? What happened to him? Oh, and Deckaway's up here. So yeah. Actually, there's a bunch more die from hunger and old age. But no one important. We'll get the other ones back in, and there'll be the 3rd. Very short-cycled the 3rd, but that's beside the point. Now it's over here. Look at that. They're finally starting to get some metal. Look at it. They're only incredibly unhappy. And 75 years old. No, wait, no. They're just far away. Never mind. But hey, we're starting to make headway. So don't worry. They're only horribly starving to death, but they have food slowly growing. I don't even... Is Frank even in his second... Yeah, he is on his 2nd generation. It took him a while for him to actually kill off. So, he's been the hardiest so far, and I'm not 100% sure how he managed it. Also, let me refill the backup water. Yep. Flood the area, fixes the backup water. Let me try to maximize... Okay, we need to prioritize this one. This is where most of the good food is. There's a lot of died from hungers again. We're down to 20 residents again. We were up to like almost 40, and now we're down to like 20. So I have about less than 10 minutes to turn around this dumpster fire of playthrough and hopefully get everything back into perfectly good order. I'm tempted for ink plant. Let's just see. Well, the closest liquor we can get is coffee. And the closest thing to a car we can get is robots to do the work for us. So, there's your answer. They can't have a car, but they can have a personal robot to do the work for them. And they do make coffee liquor. It's just, this would be coffee that has never been aged and given to them through a giant machine, then it's perfectly fine. Wait, why am I not getting any planks? So I one plank person? I don't think we need any more gears. No, we do need some more gears. Never mind. It's tempting. Oh, Mills Coolin died from old age. I I think this would be a good time to start shoving everyone back in. Let's see here. We'll go with the most recent one, which is Mills Coolin. Mills Coolin. The third. Let's see. Frank, I believe, still around. Alpha, I believe, is gone. So Alpha, the third. Or is it the second? Let me check. Yep, it would be the third. Okay. Now I believe it was top bottom text. I don't see him in the list. So he is now the third, I believe. I'll double check that. Actually, no, I lost most of that list. Never mind. We'll pause for a moment as I fix names. Let's see here. Kale the Cunning is missing from the list. He is, I believe, the third. Snail's still around. World Alone? Did I ever do World Alone? I don't see it. I believe he is the second? No, third. I believe he is the third. No, he is the second. Never mind. I probably should write down that as I go along, but... well, that's a problem for next time. I'm fixing this now because I'll probably forget about next time. So we have... Deckaway, Rolled Alone, Snail, Kale, Top Bottom Text, Alpha, Frank, and Mills Coolin. Okay, I believe I fixed everyone. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're not complaining about starving no more. They're only complaining about not having enough people to do the work. Now, because everyone's now dead, we need more of them now. So we bring and turn on the breeding pod again. Well, they'll eventually have a dispensary for coffee and mushrooms. Are mushrooms not good enough? No, we need this working first, which now has plenty of gears. So now we can turn this off. Now allow the gears to be made more. Water is not in the best condition. We're on the 10th day. It's only a matter of like 2 days before drought season starts coming around the corner. I have less than 5 minutes to fix all this, so I don't think we're gonna be fixing this. But hey, at least we have made progress this stream. I'll most likely save this, and then we'll take it up whenever I get around to it. I'll eventually make a poll. Even though I say this every time I stream, I'll try to make a poll so people can vote on what I do next. Or I'll do another surprise stream like this one and just do something like a Factorio for like 6 hours straight or something. Whatever comes first. Or I talk into something into doing that event I keep saying. And yeah, they are hard workers. They only work 20 hours a day. You know what? Before the stream ends, let's give them a campfire for them to party around. Look at that. I'm not evil. They have a relaxing campfire that's cheap. And what else? What else can we give them? We can give them... No, we can't afford a swimming pool. That's expensive. Oh, an exercise plaza. That's new. That's expensive, no. Wind tunnel? No, that's also expensive. Okay, They get a campfire. Look at that. They have a campfire. They can relax and have fun and everything. Oh no, we can't have a union. Whoever speaks a union, the sniper rifle team, there is no such thing as unions. Okay? The second the word union is brought up by anyone, they usually get a sniper bullet. Actually, sniper bullet is actually the old-fashioned way of doing it. Technically, the bullet is a anti-material, anti-rifle. Alright, I'm going crazy now. It is an anti-matter material round, which is basically can punch through about pretty much everything and then detonates on contact with organic matter, vaporizing it instantly. So, yeah. There's no way of hiding through it. We just patch the holes occasionally that suddenly appear in buildings. And hey, there's always a free apartment. Well, I'm afraid I didn't go with that group, so we don't actually have a basement. The other group of beavers actually do have a basement option. And you never know what they do there at night. Yeah. I do catch up in chat as best I can. Well, it's now 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Does help if I actually look at the right clock. We'll save New World. And we're going to call this a stream. Let me bring up my list. Well, everyone thinks I'll just read my list. It's not in alphabetical order or any logical order, but here's the list. Everyone thanks Milkulin for stopping by. Thanks Frank for stopping by. Alpha Lock. Alpha. We'll just go with Alpha. Top Bomb Text. Kale. Snail. World Alone. And Dockaway. And if I missed anyone else, just type in chat real quick and I'll mention your name. If not, then that's about as best as you're going to get. So, everyone thanks for stopping by. The beavers have done well. There's only a slight loss of life at the near end, but that's easily recoverable. So, thanks again. And I believe I spoke of everyone that came in. We'll start the end.